three books that I know that have changed me. The first is The Mystic Heart by Wayne Teasdale, who was a monk who wrote the book in the 1990s. And he looked at five ancient wisdom traditions and noticed how all of their mystic traditions had overlaps, and how we see these through lines that have been going over for more than 1,000 years. And one of the things I took away from that book is that in all these major traditions, one of the through lines is the diminishment of the ego, of the self, and the greater the call to action to be generous. And that can be said many different ways, but that's the through line. And when we find younger traditions that don't have that say in so many words, get what you can, you need to be powerful, you need to have a lot of stuff, they're actually in sharp contrast to these ancient wisdom traditions that have been serving communities for millennia. That's The Mystic Heart. Another book is called The Seven-Story Mountain by Thomas Merton. It's one of the most famous 20th century Christian books, period. I know over 1 million copies have been sold. And I like that because he shares his journey from being someone who had to learn to take his faith seriously and understand how important it was for him. And it wasn't easy. And typically growing in our faith lives, if it's real, isn't easy. And then we start doing things that didn't seem like a good idea to us earlier, but we learn they're good for us in our journey as we mature. And I think it's great to have a role model saying, you will do things you didn't think you would do, and it's not going to always be fun, and that doesn't make it bad. And along with that, Thomas Merton sat down. He was actually secluded himself, and he wrote many, many books. And and he says that even though you want to be active in the world, it's okay to go away and do the hard thinking. And if it takes time, do the writing. That doesn't mean that you're not participating and you're not making a difference. And the last book is Play by Stuart Brown, who's a Stanford professor. And he studies how play actually changes our brain, and with their brain their whole lives. And I've actually known Stuart a little bit. And my conversation with Stuart and the wisdom he shares in the book has made me rethink, how am I investing in play? How much am I investing in play, and giving that a chance to develop me? And I talk about community a lot. Well, most of us want to participate in communities where it's fun. And if it's not fun, we don't want to participate in it. So how important is it that we understand what makes something fun and then incorporate that when we invite people together? I promise you, Andrew, if you invite me to be in your community and none of it's fun, I will not come.
True.
I might come to the first one, and I'm not coming to the second one. So I think all of us understanding how we like to play, understanding how important play is, understanding how we can invite people to play with us serves our entire lives, because that's how we connect and grow.